everyone, so today's Get Ready With Me is a sponsored one brand tutorial with Garnier. I'm going to be doing one of the lightest looks you guys have ever seen. This is my day look. So what I'm going to be doing is priming my skin with L'Oreal's Lumi primer. It's going to give me a beautiful glow. And then for the foundation, I'm going to be using their Nude Cushion Compact. And I'm just going to be applying that with their little applicator all over just to give me a sheer to medium coverage. Now to softly highlight and conceal under my eyes, I'm going to be using the Lumi concealer, and I'm just going to be blending that out with a wet beauty blender. Because my base is incredibly dewy, I'm going to set it with the Infallible powder. I'm just going to pat this all over so I don't get any transfer if I do touch my face. And then just to warm up my complexion, I'm going to be using the Glam Bronze Powder Duo. I'm going to be using the bronzer there in the palette, and I'm going to be just warming up the higher points of my cheekbones and around my forehead. Now to add a little bit of colour to my cheeks and give that really nice healthy look, I'm going to be using the Blush Sculpt palette. I'm going to be using this really beautiful peachy tone and apply that to the apples of my cheeks. And then just to give myself a nice healthy glow, I'm going to be using the same palette and then the highlighting colour from that palette, and I'm going to use it underneath the arches of my brows and on the upper part of my cheekbone. Now to groom my brows into place, I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Brow Artist Plumper. This is just a clear gel. It's just going to set my brows into place. I just want that really lightweight look today because I'm going to be running a few errands. And then just to slightly block them out, I'm going to be using the Brow Artist Genius Kit, and I'm going to use both the colours and just an angle brush just to shape them ever so lightly. Moving on to my eyes, I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Lip Palette Nude, and I'm going to be using the White Ivory Matte Eyeshadow in the palette. I'm going to be using this to set the concealer, and that way I don't get any rolling, just because when I use super lightweight kind of foundations, I definitely get super oily eyelids. So this is just going to stop it from getting super shiny and rolling my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be taking the Peachy Nude shadow from that palette as well, and I'm just going to be blending that out ever so softly with a big fluffy brush and just creating really soft blended shadows around that eye socket. Back to the palette, I'm going to be using the Dusky Rose Shimmer Shadow, and I'm going to be applying it with my fingertips. This way I get more of a pure pigment on my lid. You guys know how much I love my liquid liner, but for today, like I said, it's almost like a no makeup look, even though there's a bit of makeup there. I'm going to be using the Kohl pencil just to give some volume to my lashes. For my lashes today, I'm going to be using the Mega Volume, and just to make sure that my lashes have a bit of lift to them, I'm going to be using an eyelash curler, and then just chucking on a couple of coats of the mascara. To finish the look, I'm going to be using the 601 Nude Ballet Liquid Lipstick by L'Oreal. Love this colour. It's quite a heavy pigmented lip gloss, but I've also added in a bit of colour. If you guys don't want a nude and want a hint of colour with those more natural eyes, I've used a 370 Crazy Fuchsia lipstick. So I'm just about to pop into town, do some errands and catch up for lunch with some friends, and then I'll be back in a couple of hours. Okay, so now I'm back after a couple of hours, and I'm going to be removing today's makeup. Some of the girls and I are going to be going out tonight, so I want a full heavy glam look. So I'm going to be removing my makeup with Garnier's Micellar Cleansing Water and Oil. This new version is part of the renowned Micellar family. It's infused with argan oil, and it helps remove stubborn, long-wearing makeup without giving that really greasy, foamy feel to the skin. What you've got to do is shake the bottle to activate the two phases, and it just helps remove makeup, cleanse and nourish the skin in one step with no vigorous rubbing or having to rinse. You guys may have seen my recent skincare routine, and you would see that I've been removing my makeup a lot lately with this. It's so quick and easy. I just love how easy it is to use. One of the great properties about this product is that you have no trouble removing waterproof makeup. So basically this retails for $13.99, and you can also actually get these in wipes that retail for $8.99, and it's available from selected supermarkets, pharmacies and department stores. Okay, let's glam this face up. So for my base, I'm going to be using the base Magique, and I'm pretty sure that's how you say it because I'm sure it's French. And I have been really enjoying this primer. I've been using it quite a lot lately, and it just really smoothens out my skin, and I don't get a lot of fine lines peeking through my foundation when I use it. I'm going to be doing my eyes first today because I'm going to be doing a severe smoky eye, so I'm going to be using the Infallible concealer stick. And this will be acting as my base for when I lay down my eyeshadow. So I'm going to be going back with the Le Palette Nude. And I'm going to be using, of course, the matte ivory eyeshadow again like I usually do. And this just sets the concealer into place to save any rolling. What I'm going to be doing is laying down 2 pieces of tape along the edgings of my eyes. And I'm going to be taking this cool tone brown and I'm going to be taking it into my eye sockets, blending it out towards the tape, and this is going to give me a really fine cut crease to my eyeshadow. Now to add some depth to my smoky eye, I'm going to be using the SuperLiner. This is like a really cool powdery crayon shadow that I'm going to be applying all over my lid, and then to intensify it I'm going to be using the gel liner just in the color black, and I'm going to be applying it with a flat pan brush, and this is really going to intensify my smoky eye now. Then with a fluffy brush I'm going to be blending it into that cool tone brown that I laid down earlier. So for more of a dramatic, thick, longer lash, I've decided to go with the False Lash Wing Sculpting Mascara, and I've done a good 3 to 4 coats on my lashes for this. To clean up any fallout from the smoky eye, I've gone back with the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and Oil, and I've cleaned it up with a cotton pad underneath. For a super full matte coverage, I'm going to be using the Infallible 24-Hour Foundation. I've used the colour Vanilla here, and I'm going to be applying it with a wet beauty blender. To conceal under my eyes, I'm going to be going back with the Infallible concealer and then blending it out with a wet beauty blender. And then just to add some extra dimension and highlight, I'm going to be going back with the Lumi concealer I used earlier on with my everyday look, and that's just going to brighten. To add extra coverage and make sure that my foundation stays in place, I'm going to be using the Infallible powder again to set my foundation. And then for my brows, I'm going to be using the Brow Artist Plumper again to groom my brows into place, and then I just simply did my brows with the Genius kit again. For my bronzer, I'm going to be going back with the Bronzing Duo, and I'm going to be placing that on the highest points of my cheekbones and then around the temple, and then I'm going to be contouring with that as well. So I'm just going to be chiseling out my cheekbones quite a lot because I want this look very dramatic, and from the same palette I'm going to be using the highlighter on the highest points of my cheekbones, on my cupid's bow, and then around my nose. I use the colour Soft Rosy as my blush from the Blush Sculpt palette, and I'm going to take it upwards to give a little bit more structure to my face. Then I'm going to be chucking on my big false lashes, which is very dramatic, which I absolutely love for this look. I was tossing up between a really dramatic lip or with a nude. I was very keen on going with the dramatic, but at the last minute I decided to go with the nude. So today I'm going to be using the 633 Matte Nude Lipstick, and this is just a beautiful colour that really complements a smoky eye. And then just to set it into place, I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Fixing Mist. So there's my full glam smoky eyed nude lip look for you guys. Just about to head out to go see the girls. Really don't know what we're doing tonight. We're just going to see where the night takes us. But all I know is that we're getting super glam. So this is the outfit that I'm wearing. This is by Charlotte Lane, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so now I'm back after a couple of hours. What I'm going to be doing is removing my makeup again with the Micellar cleansing water. As you can see, there is a division between the product, so it is the oil and the micellar, and you need to shake it really well to combine the two formulations together to really create a really powerful cleansing action. So again, I'm going to be removing it with a cotton pad, but when I say cotton pad, I use numerous ones because we all know I use a truckload of makeup, but it's really good to get a really nice squeaky clean feeling. The whole time I'm doing this, my skin isn't getting torn, it doesn't feel dry, it feels so comfortable and nourished because of the oil within the micellar water, so it's a really comfortable feeling while I'm removing my makeup, and it's so quick and easy. Again, you guys can see how quick it is to remove that really heavy layer of makeup. So there you go guys, I really hope you've enjoyed both my makeup looks today. Don't forget to check out all the information down